Gary come to you live each week with guests from the worlds of pro wrestling, comics, movies, sports, and more. So if your standards aren't too high, Terry and Gary's Low Expectations podcast is for you.
And even today, when I'm in there wrestling, I feel energized. I feel good. I feel like I've got a lot left in the tank.
Good things going, baby. Oh, man, they don't lie.
You have to grow a mohawk so that you can go by the name Kleba Lang.
The ratings are through the roof right now.
Right.
Catch Terry and Gary every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern live on Podcast Detroit. Download Terry and Gary or stream on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, or the Terry and Gary TV YouTube channel. You know what to do next. Leave your expectations at the door and enjoy the show.
We are back. Episode 7 of Terry and Gary's Low Expectations podcast, and we are excited. We have today Chef Angela Means from the Jackfruit Cafe.
Yes.
And she's at work too.
I'm at work. I'm at life. This isn't work. This is life.
Life, huh?
I look horrible. Today was a day, and wearing all these masks. I'm not my best, but I feel good. So.
You're the best to us. We're happy to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
Thankful that you can make it. Well, let's get right into it. You are a Michigan girl.
I was born in New York, and then we moved to Michigan. I was 5 years old. So I was raised right outside of Ann Arbor. Excuse me, 1 second. Can you be this
busy woman?
I know.
One second.
No, don't worry about it. She was born right outside Ann Arbor.
Right. Ypsilanti or?
I don't know. It's a big farm. So I don't know. So how are you doing, Terry?
Good.
Good. You look good.
I'm so excited that she's on the show. Really.
It's actually one of my favorite shows of all time.
Right outside of Ann Arbor, a little farm town called Milan, and I was raised on 200 acres, growing corn to cucumbers to tomatoes to everything.
You're right up the road from us here in Monroe.
Exactly. It was Monroe County.
Yep.
Actually, I've been out there to Milan Speedway. Have you ever heard of that?
Literally right down we could literally hear and feel the engines. Yeah. That's how close we were to the track. And everyone in my family worked for Fords. So it was one of those places where it was a transmission hanging from a tree all the time.
Me too.
Right. Yeah, so everybody got their car on the what was that? The B plan, the A plan?
The A plan.
The A plan. Yeah. My aunt, she got a brand new Lincoln every year. She got the large, big one. We had a big farm, so she had to have the Lincoln,
Right.
Is that where your love for food came from on the farm? I know you're a vegan advocate, a PETA advocate, and you own Jackfruit Cafe, which is awesome. Do you think that's where it came from?
My uncle, not only he was a community leader. So when I was a kid, he opened up the local school, Brainerd Elementary School, and he fed 300 kids a day during the summertime, and that was a lot of them. That was their only meal. And I trailed him. So big family, feeding people since I can remember. I don't remember not feeding people fresh food out of the ground. And when I never liked meat. I never really acquired a taste for it. And when I was able to, I started talking to people about veganism, and I started meeting people that were 30, 40 years in. And I'm like, you know what? You literally don't need it. So I stopped, and a lot of issues that I had went away. And then when I really dove deep into it, I realized that is the answer to a lot of things. We've gotten people off of insulin. People have lost weight. I can't really make the claims and kind of put myself out there, but I can tell you if there's something wrong, reduce the meat and watch what happens.
Now, do you have a website or something? If someone
jackfruitcafe.com, jackfruitcafe.com. Yeah, and people can inbox me if they have questions, if they want to know about certain things. I can tell you, but I just can't come out and tell you. And shout out to my guy Cameron Champ, PGA. He supports us. We get a lot of celebrity support. Our food is fire. Like our food is just, it's insane. We fed a Michigan sports guy today, Alan Truro. I can't pronounce his name. I'm country.
So you say it's
Michigan sports writer that was here.
It's plant-based soul food. What is that? How can you explain it?
I mean, it's black eyed peas, it's collard greens, it's mac and cheese. I make the mac and cheese from it's a vegetable puree, and you literally think that you're having cheese.
Really?
Hey, can you give me a Leslie?
You gonna try some Jackfruit Cafe, Terry?
I would love to.
Leslie.
Yeah.
We'll talk to Tino because he cooks with jackfruit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have
the music down there. It's either down this hall or down that hall. He turned it up louder. So jackfruit is the world's largest tree fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And when we cook it before it ripens, it takes on a meat-like texture. It's literally, the Bible, Genesis 1:29. If you look that up, it says that I gave you the seeds to spread to use as your meat. So the world's largest tree fruit and the world's largest vine fruit, if you took a watermelon and put it on the grill, you think that it's going to turn to mush, but it's going to turn into a nice juicy steak. It's going to be the juiciest steak you've ever had. I want you to do that this summer. Get you a watermelon, take the heart, make a steak out of it, marinate it, and whatever you marinate your meat in, and then put it on the grill. And I mean, fry that bad boy, and you're going to cut it, and it's going to blow your mind. You like meat because you season it with plants.
Yeah. I'm terrible on the grill.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I'm terrible on the grill, so Gary, you're gonna have to cook that for me. I'll come over and eat it.
Gary, you're going to have to cook it. You have to promise me that you're going to cook a watermelon steak.
Actually, we have a friend here that owns a restaurant, and he cooks with jackfruit once in a while, and I'm gonna make him do it.
There you go. There you go. You guys got to tag me.
You heard that, Tino Maya? You're gonna cook us some jackfruit or a watermelon on a grill.
Yes.
I remember going to a WWE with my son. I wish he was here right now to see you.
Yeah. How old is your son?
Oh, he's 20. How old is Bradley? He's 25. He's 25. He'll be 26 in September. Okay. And he was drafted to the Lions, but he got beat up so much at Miami. They took everything from him in Miami. He left there. He's the all-time leading passer, but I mean, this kid got beat up so much. They brought in a guy that just, I don't know. I can't really say what I want to say, but he got super beat up, and it was hard for him. And then finally he had to have back surgery, and he left the sport for my peace of mind.
Yeah.
My spirit and soul.
Yeah. Well, tell your son I said hi. Please do.
I will. Absolutely. I will. Yeah. We used to go. Like I friend of mine used to get me tickets all the time. Tracy Murray, who's a UCLA great, who's actually being inducted into the UCLA Hall of Fame for basketball. And he played for the Lakers. He played for the for Toronto. And he was friends with a lot of those guys. I remember Mysterio.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio. Yeah.
Mysterio. We literally saw him in his day.
Yeah. Now, where exactly do you live? Where would you go to the wrestling shows?
We would go down in Orange County, and there was also there was also one down in the hood, and it was it was like a freak show because they were all they all wore masks. It was the Mexican wrestlers.
Yeah, Lucha Underground. Yeah, Lucha Underground.
It was yes.
Yeah,
And it was so exciting. I mean, I grew up in a sports family. I mean, we were, we all, my whole family, we were all 4-year Lettermans. I did everything. So, the sport is just, everything has its technique. Everything is, to me, it's all a discipline. Even if everything is a discipline, particularly sports. So even running this kitchen is a discipline. Everything's a discipline.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. Unless you're Gary, he's not disciplined. Ask his wife. She always says, "You're undisciplined, Gary. Help me out."
For 30 years now, she's been saying that. Yeah, Rhino was actually saying we need to get you down to Michigan here where we have our IWR wrestling event so you can be a manager.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, don't say no shit like that to me and don't make it happen. Use my language, but don't tell me something like that. Oh my God. Do you understand how much fun that would be for me?
Oh, that would be great fun. Now, do you still have family that live in Michigan?
And then we could run and tell somebody you got knocked the F out. And we could tell somebody afterwards by Felicia. And
I think you get a loaded
my neck and my back.
It makes itself.
Make that happen. I'm gonna keep you to that. You gotta make that happen.
This is gonna happen. This is gonna have to happen.
Yeah, my whole family is in Michigan and in Florida. I haven't been back since Bradley was with the Lions, like 2017. What was he? And then he went to Indiana, but he went to the I was going to say the Pacers.
Basketball too, huh?
The Colts.
Yeah, the Colts.
He could have. He was a better basketball player, but it was just something about playing. He loved the position. He was so good. When his football IQ was so great. I mean, it's amazing sitting and watching a game with him because of his IQ. This kid was like reading before he went to preschool. He was reading sight words, and it's where I went after I had him. I just retired to raise him. My goal was that my child would be as educated as anyone on the planet, and he is. He got accepted to USC grad school in a class that only accepts 30 students.
That's awesome.
And yeah, right. So I'm like, dude, you made another draft. You're a 1%er twice.
Awesome.
A 2-time 1%er and a 2-time All-American. I think it was a 3-time All-American, but a 2-time 1%er. That's hey.
Right. Now, did you have any goals on staying in football with maybe coaching or training or scouting or managing or?
He may go back to it, but his father was a well-known. You okay, Michonne? I went in there fussed at everybody.
Boss.
Well, hey, gotta put the foot down sometime.
That's right.
His father is a very well-known screenwriter here. Okay. His father wrote the film Oh. He also made remember that film How High? He made that film happen. He was one of Damon Wayans' producers on his first sitcom. He was he actually left the industry to start his own business that does really, really well. He's he does. His business is amazing. It's called Mixed Chicks, and it's a multi-million corporation. They've been in business now for about 15 years. But Bradley really, really wanted to use his mind past football, and it was one of the reasons it was so easy for him to walk away from the sport. Like he really wanted to leave some gas in the tank, and so he went and he applied for USC grad school a week before the deadline. Yeah. I mean, who does that? But my kid, he did it. He got in, and he's already working. Like he's attracted a lot of producers. He's in school for screenwriting.
Oh, cool.
And he some of the things that he writes is just He's part of the new breed of writers. His stories are so deep, so amazing, and he's actually working on a project. It's something football related. I don't know. It's hard to keep up with him. It's hard for him to keep up with me these days. He's grown. Shoot.
Right.
I gave him 15 years. So
Yeah.
and the whole time I kept telling the universe, I know you got me when this is done. I was the consummate football mom. Listen, my snacks were all homemade. There was no store-bought snacks. And my oranges, I didn't just cut them in wedges. I cut them in diamond shape. So they got all the juices. I was the consummate football mom. And I was constantly talking to the universe, I know you got me when this is done, because I just literally dove in. And as soon as he was drafted, I was like, okay, dude, see you later, bye. I was out. And I just jumped right back into into my discipline, what I wanted to discipline myself. I felt like I really disciplined myself as a mom, as a football mom. I was really disciplined. I started show business as a model, and I went all over the world. I walked for some of the biggest designers, and then I disciplined myself as a stand-up comedian. You guys are so... Michonne, can you? You're really loud. This one right here, she's from Chicago, and I swear to God, you can hear her on the other side of the building. She don't realize it. So I discipline myself, and part of that discipline is showing up every day, and focusing, and just making it happen. I mean, we've gone from I started in a donut shop on Crenshaw Boulevard in a shared space, and we went from a little hole in the wall donut shop to the premier ghost kitchen in the country. Like this ghost kitchens are there's I don't know if there's any in Michigan right now. I think there's a couple, but ghost kitchen is the future. Inside this building, there's it's like a big apartment building, it's like 25 studio apartments, but the apartments are full commercial kitchens. So you come to the front, you order, and you can order from 25 top restaurants in one order. And then, and then we just set the bag outside the door. It comes on a printer. We get the order, we fill it, we staple the ticket to the bag, and we set it. I'm sitting outside the door where I'll show you a little bit. So that's a ghost kitchen. That's Michonne. Michonne, say hi. Hello. She mad at me. And then she's making an order right now. She'll just set it outside the door on a rack. Runners come and get it and take it to the front. So you literally can go on a date. You don't even have to ask your date what you want to eat. There's literally 25 kitchens in here. If she can't find something to eat in here, don't date her. There's everything from vegan soul food. There's Thai food. There's a pizza place, Western bagels in here. There's Japanese. There's gyros. There's pizza. There's Brazilian. There's a pasta bar. I mean, everything's in here. There's a place that just predominantly does salads. So that's cool. That's where I am.
That's awesome.
Well, I want to go back to you saying the Wayans brothers. You were on another. Well, besides being on Friday, my favorite show of all time, you were on In Living Color. I saw it too.
That's crazy. That was during my stand-up days. I opened for Damon Wayans, and they always kind of gave me a little. It was mind blowing to when I look back and I see some of that stuff. I mean, the 90s was just so magical. And I was right in the middle of all of it, from hanging with Mr. Cooper, Martin, Def Jam, In Living Color, Friday, House Party 3, Cousin Skeeter. I mean, I was right smack dab in the middle of the Black comedy explosion, and I have my place in history.
Yeah. You're talking about some of the great stuff. I watched all of it. Yeah. In Living Color, I couldn't wait until that came on, and then In Living Color. Yeah. And then Martin was based out of Detroit. Yeah.
And Martin was based out of Detroit.
Yeah.
And that's something. Yeah.
We got a couple of people want to say hi. Nichelle Evans says hello, everyone.
Hi, Nichelle.
Hassan Bazi says hello, everyone. Patty Gibson says good afternoon, everyone. All kinds of these. We won't do them all. So Patrick Mendez says you would be a great manager. So
I would be a great manager.
This is out there.
Yeah.
You gotta make that happen. Patrick, thank you for your vote of confidence. I would be a great manager.
I have a feeling she's gonna hold us to this.
I know. I would love that.
Thank you, Sonny. He really was. He was. I mean, that kid had all heart. Let me tell you something about my son. My son got a tooth knocked out of his head and didn't miss a snap and went right back to the huddle. Nice. He ran around, found the tooth, and took it over to the trainer, and literally got right back on the line. And that right there. I mean, you talk about discipline, but I'm like, you got to let this go. You got to let this go.
Mom can't take it no more.
You know, and it's so funny. I never really saw any of the big hits. Yeah. He took a really big hit. His very, very first game. He was 17 years old and starting quarterback at the U. And he took a hit, and I heard I was talking to somebody as usual, just running my mouth, and I heard the crowd. I mean, it was that kind of sound that the crowd makes when somebody just took a big hit, and I turned around and it was Bradley, and I never saw it. And then he took a really, really big hit when during the Clemson game, and it just so happens I was turned this way, running my mouth, and
God was looking out for you, because being a mom, seeing your son, that's
John Madden said the hardest position to play in football is the quarterback's mom.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Patrick Mendez said if Gary doesn't say bye, Felisha, at the end of the interview, he deserves to be gored. And that's Rhino's thing. So
yeah.
I don't want to get gored. So at the end of this show, we're all three gonna have to say bye, Felisha, and we'll be out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say gored.
Gored, yeah, gored.
I'd be honored. Hey, just to let you know, as a manager, if anybody touches you or thinks about touching you, I will rip them in half with a gore. You can show me a couple
moves to defend myself. You're going to show me a couple moves to defend myself. I'm a big girl. I'm a 6-footer. So I honestly think I could take somebody down.
Right. All you need to know is just get a purse and put a brick in the purse and then just hit someone with it. That's old school right there. So.
Speaking of bye, Felisha, I've got to play something for you. Speaking of
bye, Felisha.
Yes, fancy.
What does that mean to you?
It, like I said, it just gives me a place in history. It gave me a voice. People will listen to me now, and I've helped so many because of it. And I have a servant's heart, and I was put here to my lot in life is to take care of people, and it just gave me a voice and to be able to do that a lot better.
And the great thing about it is it's so legendary. It's just it
blows my mind. I found out it was trending in the same conversation. I found out that Bradley had his first offer, and his very first offer was to Miami. And I knew he was going to go. Miami was just like his dream school. And I remember my friend called me, and the first thing he said was congratulations. And I was like, oh my God. I knew it was an offer. And he said, when he said congratulations, I said, where? And he said, Miami. Then I did this dance. I was running around, and I came back to the phone. I was like, not Ohio, right?
Right, not Ohio.
It was like, no. Not that Ben Roethlisberger went. It's not that there's anything wrong with, but Bradley really, really, and all the offers started coming in. But I knew that he was going to go to Miami. So when we were hanging up, we talked for a minute, And then we were hanging up. He said, "Bye, Felisha." And I was like, "Oh my God, you are so ancient." And
Yeah.
he said, he was like, "Ange, that's trending." And then I was like, "What's trending?" I mean,
Right.
it's like,
What's that mean?
like now who's ancient? And he said, "You have Twitter." I didn't even have Twitter at the time. He said,
Right.
he said, "I'm going to stay on this phone. Get the account right quick. Set up the account. Now go to the search bar, put in hashtag by Felisha." And I was like, "What's a hashtag?" And he was like, "The pound sign." Shit, with the pound sign, and then put it all one word. And my jaw hit the ground. It was like when I put it in, it was like, I mean, people were using it so much that it was coming in. It was coming in like 20 a second.
Yeah.
You couldn't even tell. I mean, it was just millions, and you just scroll. Even right now, it's still like every 5 minutes someone is saying it. I knew that my phone would blow up, and I knew it was either someone famous, either Bradley had done something really amazing, or someone famous had said "Bye, Felisha." When The Rock said it to MTV, my phone blew up. I got all these texts. The Rock just said "Bye, Felisha." When Michelle Obama said it in an interview with Oprah, and Michelle Obama just said it. It's like I'm reading. It's like my phone, and then Cookie, when Cookie on Power said it. No, what's that show? What's the show Cookie's on? Taraji. Yeah, what's that show? Empire. When they said it on Empire, it was like my phone blew up for 2 days.
Right.
I think you need to get a little percentage of some money every time somebody says that.
Right.
Well, I think it's gonna. This is what I think. I think somehow, some way, I'm going to manifest a big payday off of it. I don't know how yet. I mean, the fact that it's still. I mean, it's like I'm everywhere. It's on license plates. It's on. I mean, they had a TV show. It's crazy.
Every time I leave the house, my wife says that to me. She goes, "Bye, Felisha."
What if your name was Felisha?
Right.
I really like the name. Now, do you like the name or no?
Huh?
Do you like the name or no? I really like the name.
It's a name. I mean, I really love my name. I love my name, Angela. I really love my name. But it's a name, and it's so funny that Tiny Lister, bless him. His wife's name was actually Felisha, and people for years thought that him and I were actually married because his wife's name was actually Felisha. But I ran into a young lady one time. She came up to me and she was like, "Do you understand? My name is Felisha." And every time I leave my grandmother's house, to hear her say "Bye, Felisha," it takes it to a whole other level.
And you're so right, because every time people identify that with you, it gives you a strong voice, and to help out and to do obviously it seems like you're very religious or spiritual, and especially to promote good and do good and all that stuff. So it's almost like it was meant to be. So
exactly. So I know that it's all a discipline. That I have to put in. Mine is coming. Mine is coming in terms of I wish I had $1 for every time. I wish I had a penny for every time it was said. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way for me not to just be grateful and to be patient, and to know that I'm doing really good work, and that Felisha has kind of put me in the front of the line. We're known around the world because of the Friday fame, but then I back it up. It's not just I back it up with some really, really amazing food. My staff is like, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. Obviously, I can't do this by myself, but our food is just it's amazing. I eat it every day, and every day I'm just like, damn. You know, and then we can, you know, like today we put out 100 meals for support and feed. That's Billie Eilish's mother. So we do about 500 meals a month for her. My chefs cook for Denzel. We've cooked for, I mean, you name it. Hi, baby. Can you get in there? There's a boxer right here. That big boy. Yeah.
He's got your back there.
Yeah, exactly. He's like a big old teddy bear. He's my heart, and we take care of him. So, can't nobody come down here. They get knocked the F out.
Well, we are getting close to being out of time. You were an amazing woman. I'm so happy that we had you on. We'll have to get you on again because we've got tons of questions here that we just can't.
All right. Now I've got to watch Friday again. Oh, I was reading one of the comments.
Yeah. Now we got to watch Friday again. And as people want to know about working on the set, we're going to do another Friday movie. We got tons of them. But we're definitely going to have to get you on here again.
Okay. I'm so sorry. We had this last minute thing for them, and yeah.
No apologies needed. We're just happy you came on. We're honored that you took the time to spend with us. You can tell the people where they can find you.
jackfruitcafe.com. Or you can find me at Chef Angela Means, MEANS, or Angela Means Kaaya. But you can go to jackfruitcafe.com, JACKF. There it is, jackfruitcafe.com. Our first location is in West LA, and our second location is we're going to be about a mile from USC. And send out good energy and good vibes to the universe because we're going to package our own jackfruit, and hopefully we'll be in stores across the nation.
We need a jackfruit here in Monroe.
Yeah, we do.
Absolutely.
And also, you're coming soon to an IWR event near you where she can whip some of these guys in shape.
I love it.
We got to get you in as a manager.
Okay.
We will definitely.
I'm ready.
It was anything, Terry, before we go?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be more afraid of my opponent or you.
You just got to teach me a few things, and I'm a fast learner, and I'll put it down.
Yeah, right. I can't wait.
I mean, I'm Debo's girl. I got some tricks up my sleeve.
Right.
I met him a few years ago before he passed, and what an amazing guy he was. This is such a nice man.
Yeah, so positive, so generous, so amazing, and it was a huge loss in our community, a huge loss. I'm choked up right now. I literally we had done a comedy con maybe just weeks before he passed, and I was begging him to come and see me. And he had his ideas about health and how it should go, but so it hurts a little bit more knowing that I could have helped him.
Yeah, but you've done so much good, and you continue to do so. We'll get you here in Monroe, and if not at the IWR, we'll get you at the Monroe Pop Fest one of these days too. Bring you down here so you can meet all your fans. And I guess there's only one thing left to say, guys. Ready? Gore. All right.
So
we'll see you guys next week, and bye, Felisha.
Bye, Felisha. Bye, Angela. Thank you very much. You're great.
Absolutely, it was my pleasure.